Manchester United and Crystal Palace have held talks over a deal for Eoin and Bissaka. Now, they've been talking for a while, so this is not news, which could see the 21-year-old English defender moved to Old Trafford for an initial $42.5 million. Quickly, is the price right? Will he go for more?
The price, I don't think the price is the issue. Like, he's going to make them a better team. So money doesn't matter for a club like Manchester United.
Okay, because that was my second question. Is he good enough to make a real impact at Man United?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, he's especially his one-on-one defending. He's got really good recovery pace. I actually remember him playing against Manchester United at Sellers Park, and I thought he coped quite well with Marcus Rashford. He's decent. He's also good on the ball because he played as an attacker at underage. So I really like him, yeah.
Okay, all right. Where will Harry Maguire end up, and will he sell for more or less than £80 million?
Manchester United.
This is ridiculous.
This is as you say, the bait being floated.
The big news today is that Man City are on the verge of a deal with a lot of details having somehow managed to leak out to the media before the deal is done. 80 million quid is the fee. And the figures range from 250 sterling a week to 325, depending on what you're reading.
Edward walks into his office this morning, looks down, copy of the Sun on the back page. He's like, oh God, no. Picks up the phone, rings Leicester City immediately. 100 million quid. Tomorrow, Harry Maguire, Manchester United jersey in hand.
Brendan Rodgers rubs his hands and goes, right, I can buy 4 players now with all that money. But it'd be interesting to see. He fits into the City team because he can play ball. You even think back to the Leicester game, Leicester and Man City game at the Etihad. Remember James Maddison's chance? Who set it up? Harry Maguire ran half the pitch. Probably should have kept going and could have scored. But he has that ability to take the ball out from the back. The only problem is, if Pep Guardiola was watching Harry Maguire and John Stones against the Dutch in the Nations League, maybe he thought, oof, I don't know if I want the 2 of them in my team.
So he's ostensibly being signed as a replacement for Vincent Kompany, which means he's got to play 15 games a year. Maybe he's a replacement for John Stones.
Maybe. Like, the thing is, Vincent Kompany has left behind a space for somebody with an enormous head, and Harry Maguire is the only person in the world who has a head the size of Vincent Kompany. So perfect with that. Like, he does pose that set-piece threat as well. Signing somebody for 15 games a season for 80 million quid is ridiculous. Like, that is just absolute lunacy.
Harry Maguire would be a starter. It'd be Harry Maguire plus 1.
Which one?
I don't know, like Stones.
Harry Maguire plus Laporte.
And Laporte, sorry.
So that is obviously,
Laporte
is your first choice centre-half.
Maguire plays on the right, Laporte on the left. Perfect.
All right, so you are saying this isn't a real thing. Man City are actually going to spend 80 million quid on Harry Maguire.
It's a bad deal, but it might happen. But I still think Manchester United, their quid is in.
They're favourites for you?
For me, yeah.
Who are you?
I'll stick with City, but I did think that with Sanchez as well.
Tottenham and Denmark midfielder Christian Eriksen, 27, is considering a move to Manchester United or Juventus after a potential deal with Real Madrid fell through. How legitimate is talk linking him to Old Trafford?
If the talk linking him to Juventus is legitimate, then the talk linking him to Manchester United is immediately illegitimate. Because why on earth would you join Manchester United when you can join Juventus? When you can play alongside Cristiano Ronaldo, when you can play alongside potentially Paul Pogba, when you can play in a team that has a chance of winning the Champions League, or a team that are struggling to qualify for the Champions League.
Alexis Sanchez money is the answer. Alexis Sanchez money. The money, Alexis Sanchez.
Okay, flip the things. Manchester United paying out Alexis Sanchez money again. That is obviously a no deal. Do not do that thing.
They will.
Yeah, but Eriksen is a better deal for United than Sanchez. Like, Eriksen's 27. Sanchez, when you look at him now, he just looks like he's played way too much football.
Yeah.
He just looks knackered.
What impact will Christian Eriksen have at Old Trafford?
He'd have a big enough impact, but they need so many players.
I think Christian Eriksen would be a very good signing for Manchester United. I think he'd have a very big impact. I think he'd give them a bit of spark in midfield that they've missed, and just like they obviously need other signings as well. I think a great summer's piece of work would be getting rid of Paul Pogba and getting Eriksen and Wan-Bissaka in.
Get me a legitimate percentage.
For Manchester United, I would put that at 40%. For Juventus, if the links are true, I'd put that at 65%.
Okay. The Express is reporting that failure to offload Alexis Sanchez is messing up Manchester United's plans.
No way.
there is almost no talk about any clubs in the world having any interest in signing a player who is currently shy on goals but netting 400 grand a week.
Wow, it's amazing that one of the worst pieces of business in the history of sport could be having a negative impact on
Some reports have linked him with Atletico Madrid. I mean,
lol.
Maybe
that would be
from Edward's phone. They come with a low legitimacy rating, it says here. Is there any argument for Champions League club ever forking out for the Chilean?
They need to get rid of him. Like, what do they do? Do they don't give him a squad number? Don't give him a locker in the training ground?
Happy days. I'll just go and play golf.
Well, like Ronald Koeman did to Umar Niasse.
Yeah.
Just give him the really, really cold shoulder.
Yeah.
I don't know, like...
Is he there when the window closes? Is he at Old Trafford when the window closes, yes or no?
Yes. Nobody else wants him.
Nobody else wants him, yeah.
Contracts are real, well, in one way.
I agree.
Perspective.
Reports from Italy are linking Gigi Buffon with a move to the Championship. Leeds United are being connected to the World Cup winner. Is this a good idea, and how legitimate are these reports?
Great idea for Leeds.
Yeah. If you watch the playoff second leg semi-final against Derby, the goalkeeper cost them. So Buffon, obviously Bielsa.
Is Buffon still Buffon though? Is he not like an old version?
He's like a diluted version, but he's still better than what Leeds have.
All right. Marca say Barca are out of the Matthias de Ligt race, leaving just Paris Saint-Germain and Juventus in the hunt. Should he go to Juve, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah?
If those are your two options.
You have to stay one more year and get a pick? No?
You don't know what's going to... It's not like the NFL where you could get a horrific injury. You could still get a horrific injury. There's less of a chance. But I still think you have to make that move now. You still have to make your money when the opportunity is there for you. You just don't know what could happen in the space of 12 months.
Plus, you go to Juventus, you're learning from some of the best.
Okay, it's true. Good culture of defence. Okay, I have a boring first part of this story, but a very interesting second part, so stay with me. Watford, Celtic, Stoke, Fenerbahce and Olympiacos are all interested in Bournemouth goalkeeper Asmir Begovic. And the 32-year-old Bosnian is keen to play first-team football. Why is this interesting? It's not. Norwich City and Leeds United, though, are being linked with Bournemouth and Ireland's Mark Travers. This is very interesting. Should he stay or should he go? What should he do? He's a kid, man of the match his first game. Did he concede 6 in a second or 5 in a second? Premier League is tough.
5, yeah, against Palace.
Should he stay or should he go?
He stays if Bournemouth have a better chance of getting him first team football than Norwich do. It seems from that story there is just as good a chance that he will get that opportunity at Bournemouth as he will at Norwich City.
Yeah, plus you get plenty of practice playing a goal for Bournemouth. Like you won't get chilblains.
Yeah. At the same time, if Leeds sign you or Norwich sign you as their number one, you go, right?
Yeah, well, like if Norwich sign you as your number one, you obviously go to Norwich. Leeds, maybe not. Like, do you take the Premier League football element that you're going to get over the Championship level at Leeds? I think
Leeds
you do.
coming up.
Well, if he's competing with Gigi Buffon for his place at Leeds, then obviously that may not be a good move to do. Be some person to learn from, though, I guess.
Real Betis are interested in Liverpool and Belgian striker Divock Origi. Can Klopp ever sell the recently crowned cult hero?
Yes.
No.
Sell him, that rubber stamps his cult status. Divock Origi hangs around next year, he'll score a couple of own goals, he'll miss a couple of chances, whatever it may be. He'll ruin his own legacy. Go become a cult hero and get out of there while you're ahead.
Worth holding on to just for games where Liverpool need a goal and you just bring him on just to get the crowd excited, especially in a Merseyside derby.
You don't have that much strength and depth up front, really.
Like, there's a lot of pressure on Ryan Brewster now to deliver.
How much are you getting from him, even if you sell him?
25 million.
Bournemouth will probably play 40 from.
It's not enough, is it?
Probably get more, to be fair. From another Premier League club, you'd probably get a bigger markup on that. I don't know, like Jordan Pickford can rest easy if Divock Origi finally leaves the country and goes to Betis. Be a good signing for them, actually. I think he'd do well in La Liga, wouldn't he?
Yeah. How is Jordan Ibe getting on these days?
Yeah, it hasn't really worked out. Like, he hasn't quite
19 matches
replaced
last
Raheem
season.
Sterling the way he was meant to. Remember, I think John Aldridge said, let Sterling go, and Jordan Ibe, he's just as good.
How has that take aged?
It's not great, like.